This is the HMI panel by Tech. We will show you how to connect and use it with our devices. The cat's name is Amersane Gattadarei. It is a very smart and intelligent cat. He will help me to prepare the connection. For work we need SMSD controller with communication interface RS4H5, interface cable with connector DB9 at one side and wireless at another side. A power supply unit, 24 volts direct current. And DC brushless drive. HMI panel by Tech. The model is MT6071iE. The panel has three COM ports, the COM2 and COM3 at one connector and COM1 at another connector. And here is the terminal for connection of the power supply unit. For data transfer we use lines 1, 2 and 5 of the interface cable, which are data lane B, A and ground of the interface. Now Amersane Gattadarei will take a screw key and prepare all the connections. After that he will check if the wiring is okay and we can test all the devices. Now everything is ready. We can check the controller SMSD series with the communication interface RS4H5. The stepper motor is connected. A power supply is connected and we can turn the power on. Wait few seconds while panel is loading. And we can see our software. In order to make the picture more clear, I will show you all actions at simulation mode first and after that in real devices. The software is designed for control of stepper motor drives with SMSD controllers and DC brush and brushless drive with controllers BMSD and BLSD series. Start with control of SMSD series on a real device. And we enter to a control menu. We have simple control for simple motions, direct control for real-time control drives and load program mode. Simple control first. Enter to the control mode, to the menu, and here is the panel for simple control. We have a minimum motion parameter here. Start speed, acceleration, walk speed and displacement. Also we can choose which interface is connected, COM1 RS232 or COM2 RS4H5. COM2 RS4H5 we use for our SMSD controllers. Also we can choose how we will transfer the commands to the controller. We can use either direct control mode or program load mode. If we use direct control mode, every command which we transfer to the controller is executed as soon as it transferred. If we use load program mode, the commands first save it to the memory of the controller and just afterward they are executed. Using program load mode we can see motor status at the screen, run or stop. If we don't need to check the motor status, it is better to use direct control mode. For the motion control there are 5 buttons on the screen. These buttons are for displacement to a certain number of steps, continuous motion, permanent motion, the same buttons for another direction, for a certain steps number to another direction, and permanent motion to another direction. And the next button is stop button, but this button is used in a program load mode only, because in a direct control mode there are not special command for stop. It is a real device. Now we choose communication port COM2 RS4H5. We can see here control buttons. Let's enter some motion parameters. Start speed, for example, 200 steps per second. Acceleration, walk speed, and displacement. All parameters are entered, and we can set the motion. One direction, the stepper motor runs. Another direction, you can see the motor change direction. Permanent motion, change direction again. We can't use the stop button because now it is a direct control mode. If we use program load mode, we can see the motor status. Now it is stop, but we press the button for displacement and we can see the motion. Permanent motion now. Okay, we can see the motor status, run. We can stop the motion. Back to the menu. Next control mode is direct control. Simulation now again. We use direct control mode if we need to control the motor in a real-time basis. All commands are transferred via communication interface as soon as we press buttons. For example, enable motor power. On the list at the right side we can see commands which are transferred to a controller, the code of command and the description of the command. Now let's enter some commands. Start speed, acceleration, walk speed, displacement, and we can send any commands which we want, and the motor will execute every command as soon as it will be transferred. All commands for controller SMSD series are shown on the screen. Every command which are transferred to a controller are shown on the list at the right side of the screen. It's just a history, and we can clear the history list if we want. The real device now. We will transfer some commands. For example, disable motor power, TS command. We can see the motor power is off. Enable motor power. The shaft is fixed now. We set permanent motion. We can change the speed, for example 100 steps per second. Very slow rotation. We can set high speed, for example 500 steps per second. We can enter displacement for one step only. After that the motor will stop. And we can clear the history of commands. And the last control mode is the load program mode. The screen is similar to a direct control mode, but commands are not transferred to the controller as soon as you press the buttons, but they are assembled to the program list. The load to the controller, it is the first command. Program begin the second command. Some other commands we can add to the list. Some motion parameters, maybe cycles if we want. We can add as many commands as we want. We can assemble quite long list of commands. All commands will be executed by the motor one by one. If we want to see the commands which are on the top of the list, we can use arrows and scroll at the left side of the command list. Scroll to the top and scroll to the bottom. The last command is the end of the program, and if we press the button Send Command List, all commands will be transferred to the controller. Just save it to the controller's memory. We can send the command Start the program, and the motor will execute the command list. Check the communication interface. It is COM2 RS485 for controllers SMSD series on the real device. Load to the controller, first command. Program begin, second command. Enable motor power. Motion parameters, for example acceleration, speed, displacement, maybe reverse, maybe motion to the home position. End of the program, the last command. Add start to the command list and press Send Commands List button. The motor will execute the program. You can clear command list. Maybe assemble some more complicated program. Load to the controller is the first command. program begin with second command, enable motor power third command, some motion parameters. All commands we add to the list are appeared on the list at the right side. We can scroll the command list by arrow buttons to the top or to the bottom. If we press the buttons in command list, it will be transferred to the controller. If we press clear command list will be cleared. Now we can add DC brushless controller. Here is the motor. Brushless controller BLSD series with communication interface RS485. Power supply unit. We connect to port COM3 data lines 5, 6 and 9. 5 is ground, 6 is data line B, 9 is data line A. For DC brush and DC brushless controllers, we have only one screen. It is very simple. At the screen we should enter controller communication address, encoder resolution, apply button to transfer commands, command transfer status at the bottom, and motion parameters, speed of rotation, acceleration and deceleration values, apply button for command transfer to the controller, and motion control buttons, start motion, stop motion, start with one direction. You can set the direction at the operation parameters area or by the control buttons. One direction, another direction. As the screen is the simulation only, we can show the feedback information now. A real device now. We choose BLSD and BMSD control, and we can see the control screen. Enter communication address, encoder resolution, and press apply button to transfer data to the controller. Operation parameters, directions, speed, let's change the speed, and acceleration and deceleration. Press apply button to transfer data to the controller. And start the motion. The motor rotates. You can change the speed, 5 rates per second. Press apply button. Motor rotates slowly. Change the direction. Feedback information. We can start the motion in a forward direction. You can change direction. Press the button, and now direction is backward. Let's change speed again. Acceleration value. And deceleration value. Press apply button. The data transferred to a control. We stop it the motor. Current speed is 0. We start motion again. Current speed is 15 rads per second. We translated our software to 3 languages: English, Espanol and Russian. We can change language, and all notes and labels on the screen will be translated. We can see all notes are in Spanish now. Even in direct control, we can see commands are in Spanish now. Start speed, we can see every command in a list of commands will be translated into Spanish. I'm Sonic Gattadari. Wish you a pleasant walk with our devices.